or something with an uncertain outcome.
Shit, if this gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potato.
I'm rolling.
Oh!
Now we're rolling.
Hey, folks!
Now we have to be forced to be funny.
Oh yeah, I gotta force it out. Oh my god, here we are. Jace Wayne Avery still got his button up on. Full COVID quarantine. Got that blue button up. What is that? Teal?
I like to call it teal. Yeah. Most people wouldn't call it that.
Listen to Seal wearing some teal.
That's Chase's work attire.
I was wearing it yesterday, and now I'm wearing it today.
Ben just woke up. He was dreaming about dudes gaping assholes. And he shook him awake, and he goes, "Hey, man!" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "I was just dreaming about a gaper." And I'm like, "Sorry, dude. We need to record." He's like, "God."
Yeah, my dick is so hard it's stuck in the roof of my mouth. Like when a beaver can't chew wood anymore, and then the tooth grows through its bottom, through its brainstem, and like kills it.
Yeah, that's right.
And your dick grows through the back of your throat.
Yeah, that's why I can't suck my own dick, because I'll get too hard. And my dick will grow, and it'll rip my head off of my neck.
Yeah.
I've seen it too many times.
It feels good at first because he starts to pop your jaw, which is a feeling you're not used to.
Right, yeah.
And then your head's gone.
Yeah.
Real talk, though, I've been screaming in my sleep, Katie said.
Really?
Yeah.
About what?
Katie said I've been going like,
About
oh
gay
no,
marriage?
oh no.
Well, it's just
Oh, no!
It's just Ben has a straight sex dream, and then he starts screaming. Ben has those nightmares where people's teeth fall out of their mouth. Ben has that, but all the cum falls out of his ass at once.
Oh no!
And that means he's nervous about something in the future.
Wait, why are you screaming "oh no" in your sleep?
The off the top of my head, Kevin, I've been having like crazier dreams. Finally, like I have been dreaming for the longest time, and then this past week I've been dreaming like crazy. And first one in my memory is I had a dream that Trump nuked Taiwan.
Oh no!
You sure that wasn't a vision of the future, ladies and gentlemen?
I know, man. It's like I was having Cheeto and Chief like nightmares, but,
Right.
like I could see like the big mushroom cloud in the distance, and it was like this, silence and force that just blasted across the earth, and we could see it. And then I wanted to teleport so I could have empathy for the Taiwanese people.
Oh, wow.
So
What a
I
great
teleported back in time to right before the nuke hit.
Yeah.
And I got in like a fridge, and then
Like
I
Indiana
got blasted
Jones?
into space.
Oh,
You
like
know that's
the worst
from the
from the
new
new-
Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, but I got blasted
yeah.
into space, and like that's a pretty common. Why are you doing this with your finger?
Oh, I just want to make sure you got the sound clip because I was just going to say that usually you don't dream about mushroom clouds. You dream about mushroom tips.
Yeah, got his ass. Pow! We need a shotgun sound effect.
Nervousness will unleash, typically about an imminent
You got me,
event
man.
or something with an uncertain outcome.
Shit, if this gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potato. Oh God, they're gonna know I'm dumb.
I'ma say some racist shit. Y'all ready for me to say some racist shit?
Yeah, go off.
That what y'all want to hear?
Go off.
We all been
All right, here you
chomping
go.
at the bit.
Here you go. White men suck ass.
Ooh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Yes, queen.
That's some racist shit for your ass. Racist against the white man.
And you do sound like most trans comedians that we know.
Welcome to Brain Jail. I'm Kevin Tinkin. That the voice of Woke Satan is, of course, Benjamin Allen Avery.
Thank you.
Avery,
How's it going, everybody? Good evening, good morning, good night.
A.K.A. Riri Soda. And across from me is Jace Wayne Avery, a.k.a. I Draw My Stupid Fat Face. Or what is it?
I draw it's just sad drawings by Jace.
Sad Drawings by Jace.
Yeah.
I'm Kevin Tinkin. Welcome to Brain Jail. Thanks for listening. If you enjoy the show, make sure to go leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or JuTunes or whatever black guy podcasts you listen to, or
Black Guy Podcast.
Black Guy Pod Bean, or
That was our original name for this podcast, was the Black Guy Podcast.
Yeah.
And we don't interview black people. We just talk about black people we know.
That's right. That's right. The Jew podcast,
The Jewcast, yeah.
or the old Mexican streaming services, wherever you're listening to, or straight white male radio.
I Fart Radio.
Yeah, leave us a 5-star review. Go ahead and send us an email at brainjailpod@gmail.com. And make sure to follow us on Instagram, iTunes, and we also got a nice little Reddit thread where we post pictures of our stretched out ball skin, but zoomed in real close. So it just looks like a lone tree in the forest.
Yeah.
Just a lone tree in the desert, just a leafless.
Putting our balls under a
stump.
microscope,
Yeah.
and then sticking the iPhone camera up next to the hole of the microscope to take pictures.
Did you guys ever do that? I used to change my friends'
Put
desktop
your dick in a
background.
microscope?
Yeah, just to see if it was okay, just so I could see the full thing. No, I used to take real close-up pictures of my balls and put it as my
man.
friend's desktop background because you just couldn't know, you didn't know what it was.
I had a friend who made Blue Waffle his friend's desktop background one
See,
time.
that's too direct. I like to be real stealth about it. You know, like I'll get one of those cameras that proctologists use, and I'll just shove it up my ass. And I'll
Up
take
your
a picture.
pee hole?
Yeah, and then I'll show people, and they're like, "What's that?" I'm like, "You're fucking gay, man. You're looking at my asshole right now, dude."
As you've ruptured your lower intestine.
Yeah.
Bleeding out.
I spent $1,500 on a camera.
Yeah.
I'm like, "You're fucking gay, dude."
You're starving to death.
Yeah.
Kevin puts on a lab coat and puts his dick and balls under a microscope, and then makes his friends look into the microscope,
Yeah.
so he can call them gay.
Yeah.
It's so small.
Oh, it's the best.
It's so small.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can make your friends be gay.
Yeah. IBM actually invented a new type of microscope so Ben could see his own penis and jerk off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You can only jack off to your own dick.
Yeah, I have to put on a lab coat to beat off.
Yeah, you use one of those little ear cleaners. It's just a real small hole. You use the eye of a needle to jack off.
Yeah. It's like the guys who carve a painting on the head of a pin, but it's Ben's dick.
Or they can write the Lord's Prayer on a grain of rice.
Right.
Yeah.
And those guys are like, I only wrote one word on Ben's penis, and it was cock. I wrote cock on his penis. I don't know why I made him Japanese for some reason.
I wrote a cook on the penis.
Listen, my life's greatest passion is writing the Lord's Prayer on a piece of rice because I am a mentally insane.
Did you see? This is the worst news to come out of the quarantine, by the way. So I want you guys to brace yourselves.
Okay, what is this?
There has been a higher demand for live streams of like child porn and like child sex abuse.
What news organization do you
That's
subscribe to?
coming out of the Philippines. Dude, this is like from the New York Times and stuff. Like it's because here's the thing: alcohol abuse is going up, and molestations and domestic abuse is skyrocketing.
Dude, didn't I tell
during
you?
the quarantine?
I told you that
Dude,
shit
we
was
need
gonna
to go
happen.
back to work. This is fucked up. I'd rather old people die than people are like, well, we just got to get more webcams, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Because we got all these kids and these people have nothing to do, and they're just they have their money. They're waiting.
Yeah.
For you to give you their money.
Yeah.
You have the children. You could go out there tonight, live stream all of them getting abused.
All right, guys, we're doing a Zoom sacrifice from Epstein's temple. Listen, I know we all want to get together and sacrifice a child to Moloch in person, but we're just going to have to do a Zoom show. And, just go off, press F in the chat.
Make sure
If you like the boys' nuts that we're cutting off.
press F in the chat.
Yeah, like the Bilderbergs and the Bohemian Grove, they're all having to use Zoom and Skype to like meet up.
I'm gonna
But
have
they're
to
still
read-
wearing the hoods.
Right, they're still wearing the Immortan Joe mask
Yeah.
from Mad Max.
And I will ban the sad keck emoji, okay? I will ban the sad keck emoji.
I do not want to see another feels bad man. Listen, we're all in this together. I saw you eat a kid's ass, Jeff.
Look.
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein's there. He's alive.
He's all what? Make sure you're wearing your masks. We don't want to see your background, all right, Oprah?
I did see a really funny tweet that made me laugh. Where it was Hillary Clinton like tweeting her support of Joe Biden. It was a picture of Joe Biden hugging her, and then her pointing at the camera, like, "Look, the camera's got us." And then somebody, like, the highest fade reply was somebody had drawn a picture of Jeffrey Epstein holding a camera, just going like, "Can I put this down now?"
But yeah, there's nothing funny about what's going on with that. When I read that, I was like, this is insanely fucked.
But I'm going to bring it up on the comedy podcast.
I mean, I kind of have to. It's like, I mean, what do you do with that information?
Yeah, you got to blast that to the internet.
What a sick society that it's like, well, we're stuck inside. We might as well
the thing is,
I might as well molest my kids now.
You have to remember, we live in a society.
Yeah, we do. We really do.
This is a sick world.
You don't just simply walk into a child pornography streaming service. You know,
What are the rings mean? One does not simply download child pornography. One embraces incognito mode.
That's right.
Dude, it makes me want to get a 3D printer and get one of those things that makes a Glock fully automatic.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That just blows up in your face.
Dude, I'm just going to fly to the Philippines with a 3D printer and just print some fucking AK-47s and Mac 11s and just go John Wick mode,
dude,
on all these sick Filipino fucks.
Hit up my brother. He knows all about that shit, man.
The 3D guns?
He's been making guns for a long time.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, he just in his garage. It's like his hobby. He literally
He can build a gun from scratch? Really?
Well, you buy the parts individually, or
Do you 3D print the bullets too, or you just buy regular bullets?
You could 3D print the bullets, but rubber bullets aren't going to be as effective as
Right.
metal ones or whatever. But then you draw a cross on the tip, you know what I mean? Like in Red Dead. And it makes them spin so they're more chaotic.
Right. And here's the thing: the bullet will tumble, and then it will tear flesh as it goes through the child's body.
That's right. Always the child.
Yeah, I'm John Wick, but I'm trying to shoot my way out of a child pedophile ring. But I'm just shooting children the whole movie
Instead of rescuing them.
because they raped my dog. Yeah.
Kids are bad.
Right. Do you understand whose dog you raped? That is John Dick, the Baba Yaga. Yeah.
Shit. Well,
yeah, I don't know what to do with the news anymore. You read the news, you go, okay.
I think you just don't read it anymore.
what were
Do you
you
just not
doing
read
with it
news?
before? Like,
I don't
But
know.
you also subscribe to the really autistic news. Like I imagine you
only subscribe to the New York Times.
I imagine you walking down the driveway like Tony Soprano and then picking up the newspaper and it says Retard Weekly.
yeah. Kidfuckers.com.
Right. It's Pepe coin is down and you're reading it. You're like, Jesus fucking Christ, Christopher. You see what the goddamn Pepe coin market you're doing right now?
The fidget spinner, it crashed. The fidget spinner market crashed today. AJ.
Christopher, we got a truckload of fidget spinners sitting in the garage in Newark. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that shit? Jesus fucking
They were
Christ.
so fucking popular in 2017.
We were supposed to make $1 million. God damn it.
I got your whole college tuition wrapped
Yeah.
up in these fucking fidget spinners.
No, Tone, here's the thing. The bada bing, we're going to invest in e-girls. Gee, what the fuck is an e-girl?
Look.
It's like this girl who pretends to be interested by having bangs.
You heard of a FIFO? A female follower? You catch my drift, Tony? We're going to slip into the DMs, okay? We're going to get all the OnlyFans subscriptions for scotch free.
Listen, are you telling me women will DM me your titties? That's exactly what I'm fucking telling you.
If Tone, if you're leftist, you got to be a fake leftist, Tone. If I could do that, it's fucking easy. I'll just tell him I like Karl Marx and all that shit.
Listen.
Exactly.
Paulie's got a guy at the DSA. He can get a shit. Now put this fucking beret on. I know it looks gay as shit, but we're about to get so much pussy from women who are addicted to cocaine. Goddamn.
Oh, man.
I said goddamn.
Man, Trump 2020, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah. Trump all the way.
Is that when were you supposed to hear about that? When's this election shit supposed to happen?
I mean, I think
Shouldn't
they're
it
still
just
going to
not happen
I think
now?
they're going to do it online. So we'll see.
I guess people without internet connections won't be able to vote.
Oh no! How terrible!
Hey, I'm telling you, that's all. You know, it's all.
Nobody
part of the
should be
thing.
allowed to vote. Really?
No one.
No one.
Just one guy goes. I don't know. That guy.
Yeah,
gets to be
unless
president."
except people I know who can do good tweets, and that's the only people who should be allowed to vote. Yeah.
You can only vote if you have 10,000 Twitter followers. Any less, no voting rights.
I'm kind of for a fascist country at this point. Like, I think we should just get someone that's moderately intelligent in the office, and then they just declare like totalitarianism, and I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, just make Obama the dictator.
fine.
Who cares? Let Obama be Hitler.
I don't mind having
shit.
a
Yeah.
Putin type of situation. I think that's kind of maybe that's best case scenario for how this turns
Right,
out.
because at least then you won't be like, well, Putin's bad. It's like, well, don't say that because we'll get our heads chopped off.
And
Yeah.
you know, it'd be great is politics would stop being a part of people's personality,
Oh,
and they'd have to
yeah.
just be human beings.
Right, which nobody can be. They'd get really into cooking or some gay shit.
It
like
would be
that.
great if people couldn't talk about politics anymore. Though.
What's it called? Political savior complex? Is that the term where people think if they get a certain organization or person that's a prominent, make them a prominent figure and give them enough money, then they'll like save the world and save the country.
I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
It is interesting because a lot of these people do believe that everything hinges on who the president is, and it's just like
or a senator or
yeah, it's
local,
just like their whole thing. Like, did you see people were protesting during the
In
COVID?
Michigan?
Yeah. What the?
with AR-15s and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that
had
was
the
good
masks
shit.
on. What?
Yeah.
What?
That is one of the few times where I'll be like, okay, racism is very real. That just white people can like
Yeah.
walk into a government building with an AR-15. It's like totally fine.
They can't even go outside, but they're still mad about black people.
So it's just guys doing like a "I'm not touching you" thing, but with AR-15s.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not shooting you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They point a gun right at his head. He's like, I'm not, fingers not on the trigger.
Yeah.
Goes off accidentally. Oh shit. Let's all hide out in the Cold Stone Creamery.
Dude, it's good. I mean, it's good. We gotta do this whole First Amendment, Second Amendment rights.
Dude, you know what I'm gonna do first day out of quarantine? I'm gonna get fucking baked off of weed. First off,
marijuana cigarettes.
I'm gonna buy a gravity bong, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
make myself mentally retarded.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna go to Cold Stone Creamery and piss myself while they bang those damn
Yeah, I'm gonna
scoops
cut
around
off my hand and have them folded into the ice cream.
while they sing Happy Birthday to you.
Could you sprinkle these pubes in there? Shit.
The gun thing is like it's not a real. It's like the fakest right there is. It's like I can have a gun, but you can have a tank and a drone.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
not a. That's not.
That's
a
what
fair
people say.
right.
They're like, I got to overthrow the government. The government would liquefy you in a minute. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, put you in
Slow
a
them
fucking
down a little
blender.
bit. At least you die with a piece of steel in your hand.
You
Well, that's
die
why I
with
die with my
surprise.
giant, oversized metallic dildo.
Yeah, I just have a bolt action rifle. Just I get one shot off. You know? Got the 1,000 mini drones that are 3 inch by 3 inch wide. All
Right.
carry
The nanobots that
warhead.
crawl inside your body and liquefy from inside.
I just shoot at one and go, at least I went out fighting.
Yeah. I wasn't. Yeah, you weren't fighting for health care or
No.
anything, or like a fair wage. You were fighting to repeal Roe v. Wade.
My favorite.
And you got ran over by a tank like in Tiananmen Square because you want abortion to be.
Well,
illegal.
it all goes through this pretend idea that they're going to defend their family. My favorite tweet I've seen of this online was a guy who goes, you asked me why I need a fucking AK? Because one day my sick child might need treatment in Europe, and nobody is going to stop me from getting him on a plane and flying him to Europe. And it's
like John Q.
Like John Q. It's like, okay, so you're not for national health care, but you are for possibly hijacking a plane to Europe so your kid can get.
National healthcare just commie shit. What I'm saying is I'm fighting for my right to take my daughter to Europe. That's it. The guy that's anti-Roe v. Wade, who just like he's defending a pregnant lady who's smoking cigarettes and doing cocaine,
Right.
And he's just shooting doctors that are running towards
she
her.
has AIDS.
with a
Yeah.
vacuum and a scalpel.
Well, what if we shoot the fetus out of a pussy? And he's like,
that's rock and roll right there.
You know what? That's what I call compromise, friend. That's what I call compromise.
Look, if you can shoot the fetus out of her pussy and make it like explode like fireworks, and might as well, we're for dreaming. Let's do it on 4th of July. That really
Listen, you
celebrate America.
pack the gunpowder and the firework ammunition down there and the charge, and then you put a little baby fetus. You just stuff that down the pipe.
I just cram the coochie with gunpowder. That's how we do it in my hometown.
Just a big cartoon wick going into a woman's pussy.
He's just packing it in. He's got a hammer and a chisel. It's all flattened out.
Ears covered like Elmer Fudd. You just see her stomach go whoop, and then like back down to normal size.
Well, all done, darling. Get out there and start dancing again. Huh?
Hey, start go fucking raw again, lady.
Yep.
Thanks, Billy.
I'm just getting run over by an A1 Abrams tank, so like the kids can pray in school again.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can
I'm getting squished like
Not even that.
Roger Rabbit style.
Right. Not even that, just so you can't have a Muslim kid go to that school. Listen, I'm all for prayer in school as long as there's no, funny business.
Anybody starts wearing a hijab, I'll throw myself underneath this wagon.
Yeah.
By the way,
Remember when the biggest problem was like the Muhammad clock thing?
What was that? Oh, yeah, the kid with the clock.
The kid who brought a clock.
Which, by the way, looked like a bomb. It literally looked like a bomb.
And who's to say it wasn't?
yeah.
I still want to see those police reports.
Well, I thought it would be so funny if when Obama invited him to the White House, he did blow up the White House. He's just like, now, hey, here's going to meet this little clock kid. Let's get a photo here. And he's like, death to America. And just the West Wing just blows out the windows. Yeah.
Right into my plan.
It is me, evil terrorist child.
Oh, you have played your plot right into my hand. I don't even know what voice
He's
this is.
Eastern European now.
Hey, you've played my plot right into my hand.
Hello, I am terrorist from Die Hard movie, but I am Muslim.
First, what we do is we make a pretend clock, give it to a 5th grader, and he go to school, and people go, hey, you're Muslim, that is a bomb. And then people will go, hey, that's messed up, man.
Here's the thing, Boris. Why don't we hide explosive devices inside trans woman pussy?
This is the
that way
Russian.
she can go into airport, and if people are like, hey, I see wick coming out of your pussy, it's like, hey, I'm trans woman. You have to respect me because of bullshit. So let me onto the goddamn plane.
Hey, is that a stick of dynamite coming out of your pussy?
No, my friend.
That is not my job to explain everything
I
to
do
you.
not have to explain how trans woman pussy have big wick coming out of it, you fucking asshole.
Sorry, ma'am. Right this way. Priority check.
just everyone in ISIS has gender reassignment surgery
that's right.
to do terrorist attacks.
Yeah, and then they get to heaven and they can't fuck the virgins anymore.
Oh, wow. Who's going to make them not virgins anymore? Man.
Yeah, you just got to break their hymen with like a stick or something.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Oh, hymen breaking stick.
Yeah, that was on the new Louis special. Was like, they're not. If you just fuck them once, and they're not virgins anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless their hymen grows back or
I
something.
don't know why that's such a plus. Like, why is that such a...
Yeah. Have you ever had sex with a virgin? More like Youngstown, guys. It's not good.
Well, it's
Not
just like
good.
a sick culture, right? They're sick people. They're fucked up in the head.
Well,
You talking about virgins?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
talking about virgin culture.
Female virgins.
Like they can only get off if they're robbing someone of their innocence.
Yeah.
It is a real-
Yeah, it is a sick thing.
I feel like it is a real penis phobia. Like a penis just ruins a woman's pussy if
Yeah.
it's been inside of it.
Yeah, it's like, that's gay. Mm-hmm. I don't want to put my dick in where somebody else's dick
Or I think
is
it's like a small dick thing. Like I don't want some guy's dick. You could have a bigger dick than me. I don't want to fucking my potential wife.
Oh yeah, because then the wife can never know that she's getting really bad sex.
Right, yeah. The wife doesn't know that she's not getting her fucking shit railed out.
I had a doctor come into the bedroom on my wedding night and examine my wife. I go, still intact, doc? Everything good? He goes, yep. And then I just, zip, I pulled it right out in front of the doctor. I go, you stay and watch.
Doc, can you shine this?
Perfect pussy. And then I put it on the fridge with a magnet.
This is rotting hymen.
Good job, baby. This is the best thing you've ever done. It's the
And
best thing you'll ever do.
Only good thing you'll ever do. Besides making me goddamn dinner. Throw a plate at the wall.
Dude, man, my neighbors have been fighting still.
Well, they're stuck inside now.
Yeah, it's just, but they just slam door. It's insane. It is absolutely insane how loud they are. Just banging shit against the.
You
should
should
call
call
the-
too.
Huh?
You hear him fuck?
Never. And if I do, they're not. They're fucking like they're.
Maybe
fighting.
you're just hearing them fucking.
No.
Maybe they have a great relationship you don't know about.
She's yelling, "Get out!" and like
Because he's so deep inside.
she's growling.
No, they're just
and
watching
yelling.
the Jordan Peele movie.
She's like, it's so good.
So I think Jason's levels are too damn high.
Oh, sorry. I'm a little buzzed, so I've been yelling on the podcast.
Oh, that's good. What have you been drinking?
I've been drinking. So our friend Noah came over, social distancing hang, of course. He brought over some little box mojitos. Yeah.
He was standing on the street. You guys were on top of the house.
Yeah, exactly. And he was throwing me beers from 100 yards away with like a slingshot, hitting me in the neck. I pass out. We drank some little like mojitos in a can, and then I
hell
had some
yeah.
of my buddy's Santa Monica beer I was drinking.
That's great. Yeah, my wife's been drinking a lot of wine lately.
Yeah, what a fucking bitch.
And I've been all gouted out, so I can't even enjoy it.
Yeah,
you know?
you can still smoke weed though, right?
Yeah, but I haven't really been smoking weed lately, man. I don't know. I just haven't. It hasn't been on my mind. I got my setup. I got Marley out here. I got my sacred geometry on the back of my one hitter.
Right.
432, baby.
The Fibonacci sequence.
No, this is the exact 432. Those are the dimensions, the ratios of the pyramids.
But Kevin, you always smoke on May 2nd, the anniversary of Osama bin Laden's assassination.
You know what? You're right. I better get.
This is the 9-year anniversary.
What a great day.
I haven't smoked in like 2 weeks. I did smoke on the last pod or was it the last one or the one before?
Do you guys know where you were during the Osama assassination? Do you remember?
I wasn't in Afghanistan, if that's what you're asking.
Wasn't it in Pakistan?
Yeah. Exactly where it was.
I was drifting around the room.
Packing fudges stand.
I literally, my roommate, like,
what a piece of shit.
My roommate literally like walked in on me jerking off. I was in college and I was in the door. Like, he didn't catch me.
Yeah.
But I was jerking off. And then like I hear a knock on my door and he like kicks the door open. He's like, "We got him. We got Usama." Woo! He's like, "Give me a high five." And I like high fived him from the chair, like awkwardly.
Yeah, he got lotion all over the wall.
And I was like, "Give me a minute." And then we went outside and we drank and we just high fived all night.
That's great. I mean, it's good to celebrate a murder. You know, it's good to celebrate. If somebody murders a lot and we murder him,
I have honestly never been more proud to be an American.
Even though we murdered like 5,000-fold.
No, man, shut up.
9/11.
Shut up. I want to get drunk, man. I want to have a good ass time.
it is a weird thing because I totally feel your sentiment, but at the same time, it's like, what's your response to, terrorism? Like, you just, okay, cool.
I think he's just like, you know what? We took the L here.
You know,
got to shake that shit off.
Yeah.
And just, build a big tower.
Yeah.
And put a steakhouse at the top.
Yeah. Build a big,
with big middle finger on top of the tower.
Yeah. By the way, did you know like 5 people died while building the Freedom Tower?
How?
There was like 50 injuries that were unreported to OSHA, by the way. It was like completely unregulated.
Well, that's Larry Silverstein's,
Well, it's all the...
I don't know who Larry Silverstein is, but based on the name, I'm going to make some judgment calls.
He was the Jewish guy who, who made a couple thousand phone calls on the morning of 9/11, if you catch my drift.
I think we talked about this in a podcast, but if you think that's true, just imagining a call center somewhere in Tempe, Arizona, making 3,000
Well, it'd be
calls.
in Israel.
In Israel, excuse me. Hello, this is Secret Jewish Phone Center. Have I reached Barak Mechikavach?
Oh my God, how you doing? How's your
I'm
wife?
doing great. It's great. How's work?
Your kids good?
Works great. Listen, here's the thing about work. You might want to take a little cigarette break right about now because we're doing 9/11, everybody.
It's about to go down. Oh my God, I can't believe we're going to do 9/11 today.
Yeah.
Don't go in.
Hold on. I got to make one more call to the Uncut Gems guy because I know he's kind of close to the building. We can't lose that guy. He has so much money.
It's just a Hasidic rabbi going, "Some of you guys are cool. Don't go into work at the World Trade Center tomorrow." Like the 4chan post.
Okay, we cool. You won't tell anyone.
Yeah.
You will not tell a single goy. So we're good. Okay.
It is the most ridiculous.
And I am going to charge you for this call because this is international.
Listen, it's long distance.
I was hoping
It's
you would.
45 cents.
I was starting to question your intents. Oh man,
Damn. Yeah, we got them. We got the Jews.
we got him. Yeah. Oh man, I've been watching Stranger Things with my family lately. It's TV 14. We're bending the rules.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
Bending the rules
Going
a little
crazy.
bit. Oh yeah.
Yeah, doesn't the 11 get her period in it for the first time?
Maybe. I mean, that's good.
Oh, that might be season 2. Sorry,
No,
spoiler
we're
alerts.
already done. We finished
Oh,
the
okay.
last episode last night. We've just been going through bags of popcorn and just watching.
That's what you call ketamine.
Yeah, popcorn. Yeah, I just feed the whole family ketamine. We watch Stranger Things. We go, we're in the 80s, cool. We're the 80s.
Are the kids getting bored or what?
Not really. I mean, there's so much technology and on demand entertainment. It's literally just it's monitoring the amount of time we're letting them just spend online. My daughter, she's been getting into coding, which is really cool. Like she's been doing some basic coding for like little animations and stuff, which is awesome. But that, and then she's been doing some drawing, and they both have to do, their schoolwork and whatnot. But I mean, they could occupy their entire waking days by going on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, they love YouTube. We're watching some dude. This guy spends $150,000 on this.
Isn't
thing.
it kind of hilarious? Tim was making this point last night, but like, when it comes to everything that's on YouTube, like, college is kind of a scam now.
Oh, 100%.
In terms of how you can pretty much learn anything you want.
You can
now.
100% educate yourself on
And
anything.
the college lectures are on there too.
I taught myself.
And I understand, like, if you need a degree to practice law or whatever, I know.
No. Even a doctor, YouTube tutorials. I want a doctor reading a WikiHow while he cuts my spleen out.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Jim J.
Don't forget to smash that motherfucking like button.
Doing another at-home surgery, y'all. Today we got Sammy. We're going to take out his appendix today, okay? Now, first thing you want to do, make sure you wash your utensils, folks.
And he's dead. All right. Well, that's the video, everybody.
That's what it's all about, the scientific method, y'all. Trial and error. Trial and error.
Yeah. The amount of time I watched a YouTube channel that was just a guy who smokes big ass bongs, and he literally logs on. He's like,
Whose
"What's
channel?
up?" I forget the name of the channel, but it's a guy.
Ben's like,
It's a guy who
Google.
It's a guy. He looks like the fat friend from a Goofy movie, but with a backwards hat and then hair that is made out of grease.
That rules. So he looks like Matty Matheson.
Yeah, pretty much. He looks like Matty. If Matty Matheson was still doing heroin and eating the same amount, he looks like Matty Matheson.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and he's just like, "What's up, YouTube? It's 420 faggot guy here." On the YouTube channel, don't forget to smash that motherfucker like button.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna hit the 40-foot bong.
It's actually just the Star Wars kid.
All grown up?
All grown up.
Dude, you know that kid works at a head shop now, probably.
Oh, he's probably swinging from his parents' garage.
Those guys go those guys go three routes. They end up hanging in their parents' garage.
Yeah.
Or they become the best manager at GameStop you've ever seen. Or they end up at a head shop. Like they get gauges and stuff like that.
Manager
They're like
you've
the
ever
Gustavo Fring of GameStop. Where they're like, "Hello, employees. Today we are going to be stocking Arkham Asylum. And don't forget to set the games at a 90-degree angle so the customer can appreciate it."
Make sure we push the pre-owns today. Okay?
And instead of selling meth, he's just selling child pornography out of a van.
God damn it.
Jesse, we have to film. They take that RV out in the desert with just a kid. Yeah. Walt Jr. Dad, why do I gotta fuck this guy?
Skylar fucks a kid.
It's for your
Walt.
college, goddammit.
Walt, I found child-sized condoms in your SUV. And for some reason, I'm still the least likable character.
Walt becomes a literal pedophile.
Yeah.
And you still call Skylar a bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, man, Skylar's such a fucking bitch. Just let him get sucked off, you bitch.
Let him fucking do his child porn.
I've been rewatching.
I'm the one who films.
Jesse, I'm the one who comes.
Hey,
Walt
come
is-
on, put your lollipops in your asshole, bitch. Jesse.
Walt has Anthony Weiner tied up in that basement. he just is looking at his laptop, just furiously masturbating.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, legal loopholes, bitch. Mr. White, we can't cook, Jesse. I found an island in the Caribbean. We're going to build a temple there. I have been rewatching Breaking Bad, and I was just laughing at the idea of somebody auditioning for Walt Jr., but they're going way too over the top with how fucked up he is.
He's just seizing on a bed.
Yeah. And they're like, okay, my name is Philip. My name is Philip Henry, and I will be reading for the role of Walt Jr.
His name's RJ Mitty.
No, I'm saying it's a guy auditioning for the role who didn't get it.
Oh, well, I thought you were doing a bit where, because RJ Mitty isn't that fuck.
He does play it up a little bit, and I'm fucking pissed, honestly. I DM him all the time.
Well, it's an artistic choice.
Right. But I'm just imagining a guy okay, I'm Philip Henry, and I'll be reading for the part of Walter Jr. Damn, what's the bad breakfast? And he shits himself.
The directors are all sitting there with their hands crossed.
Yeah, their fingers tinted.
I like that you had your tongue out of your mouth. I thought that was good. But the spitting, I think, is something you're going to have a hard time keeping up with on a 12-hour day.
And if you could really, I love the commitment. If you could put your dick back in your pants and wipe all the shit off your mouth, that would be fantastic.
We love it. We love it. But that's not the kind of show they want.
This guy's a real method actor. He actually made himself retarded to play the role.
In all seriousness, do you guys? Because I feel like there's, we contain multitudes. We're men. We're sophisticated. We're capable of critical thinking skills,
Sure.
unlike women. We contain multitudes, right? A woman's like, it's 2D. With guys, it's 4D, right?
Sure, exactly.
So, but with guys, there's always this push and pull within
Did you say
where,
double Ds?
And here's what's kind of great about shows like Breaking Bad.
That hurts.
What?
No response for the worst thing I've ever said.
Oh, okay. That you see this when you see a guy like Gus Fring. Is there any part of you, and I hope I'm not left hanging here, is there any part of you where you're like, man, I wish I was that guy?
100%.
Where you're 100%, all your ducks are in a row.
Yes.
Your pants are perfectly ironed, and you're not controlled by any sort of
Can I-
emotional
Can I tell
thing
you how
external of
how
you.
fucked up
Absolutely.
I am? Is I've been rewatching Breaking Bad, and I've been pretending to be Mike while I call customers
Oh, it's great.
on the phone.
That's a great idea.
I'm literally like,
Jace, it's very sad you admitted that, but I do that like 100 times a day with different movie characters.
Really?
I mean, I used to. I definitely do it less frequently now, but like when I'm in the throes of depression,
Yeah.
I'll often pretend to be someone entirely different.
I'll literally call like a woman about her alarm panel. I go, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to the panel. You're going to check if it says notify. If it does, you're going to give my friend at the station a call. If not, you're going to put the phone down and calm down for once because nothing's wrong.
It's a pretty good mic.
Yeah.
I feel like it was bad. Was it good?
I mean,
It's not bad.
It's a you got the flavor of Mike. You know what I
Flavor
mean?
Mike, but I didn't get the voice.
It's okay. What are you gonna do?
He
What,
picks up
kinda
the
like-
phone.
Yeah.
what are you, Jeff Dunham?
He picks up the phone. He's like, Walt, Charlottesville was bad optics. We're pulling out.
Walt, here's the thing. You can't fuck every kid in the world, Walt. You fuck
Now
a
he's a-
handful at a time.
I made him a Nazi in the bit, and now you're making him.
Well, I'm
also
going
a
back to the
pedophile.
Breaking Bad pedophile thing.
Yeah.
He goes, Walt, I once saw a kid get fucked so hard the room you could taste it. Tasted like pennies. That's
Walt.
when I decided no more half dicks, Walt.
Well, we got to get that black book. Jesse's name is in it. Mike is just
damn.
breaking into the Metropolitan Correctional Facility in Manhattan and killing Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
But he gets there and Hillary's just hovering over his body already.
Yeah.
That would be
Hillary's Gestapo.
Yeah.
That'd be a great callback to Breaking Bad. Probably reinvigorate the the rewatching
The franchise.
Netflix.
Have you watched Better Call Saul, by the way?
Absolutely.
It is fantastic.
Very good show.
I love it so much.
very, very good show.
I just finished the 5th season.
My favorite part is when they go to Mars.
Hey, I'm only in season 2. I didn't know they terraform.
Yeah, they go to Mars and they.
What the fuck?
Well, what happens is he's got to figure out a way to do bad illegal law, but everything's legal in the United States, so they have to make a rocket ship to fly to Mars,
Yeah.
where they make things, and then the new society makes things illegal so they can break the law.
And it is pedophiles.
Yeah, it's constantly pedophiles.
Yeah.
But in the year 2025, when they make pedophilia
That's actually
totally legal.
in the new Watchmen series. They go to Mars and you see the Epstein temple on Mars with Dr. Manhattan because he is a pedophile.
Sorry, I almost shit my pants.
Jesus Christ, man.
Would you guys get mad if I took a shit while we record?
As long as you
should I
go to
hold
the
it?
bathroom first.
I'll just hold it.
just go take a shit. Who cares?
Who's going to hold the podcast down while I'm gone?
Me and Jace will just stare lovingly into each other's eyes.
I don't know. Ben takes a long ass shit though. He's
No,
gonna
I
be
can
gone.
shit pretty quick.
No, I've never seen you shit quick in my life.
Yeah, but this one's on the brink of disaster.
Just go take a shit. Do what you have to do. Jesus Christ.
All right. See you in an hour, dog.
He's just,
Ben takes like Roadhouse trucker shits.
yeah, you've got War and Peace on the back of the toilet.
Yeah, where it's like if I saw the shit afterwards, I'd be like, this guy ate nothing but beef jerky for 4 years.
Yeah. There they are making fun of or like calling out your shits when you're a kid.
Ben's shits are so dense that the water actually pulls toward it because of it's like a dwarf star.
He has to
it has
cut
its
his asshole.
gravitational field
Oh, man.
to the shit.
Yeah, it will kind of start to float up as he takes a shit because of the gravitational pull.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've taken some mean shits, but ever since the gout stuff, I have to have such a high fruit diet, and I'm just taking magnesium pills, just like it's going out of style.
Sure.
And fiber, lots of fiber.
Sure.
The thing that kills me though, or actually doesn't kill me, it makes me feel better, is cherries.
But those make you like diarrhea all over the place.
Oh my God. Like straight out of a 1980s sitcom fart soundtrack. The other day, dude, I'm watching Ozarks.
Sure.
And my kids are, learning or whatever. And my wife's like stressing out about her job. Like, she's just being really good at her job.
Yeah, just being a huge bitch.
She's the example for, how a teacher's supposed to be or whatever. And people are writing books about her.
Right. And you're yelling at her to keep it down because it's a big scene in Ozarks.
Yeah. I'm going, can I get a refresh on this ice pack? My wrist is so sore. And she's bringing me cherries and all kinds of fruit and stuff. And I am, dude, it hasn't been like this since, but I had like a full bottle of black cherry juice.
Okay.
And oh my God, I was keeping my kids up all night because I'd go into the bathroom to try to shit or whatever.
Sure.
And I'd just be blowing the walls out. You know what I mean? And I could hear my kids. Did you hear Dad? Can you hear Dad farting in there? And
yeah, I remember at work one time I was like horrifically constipated. I think you were still working there.
Yeah.
And we pretended to go on an appointment together so you could drive me to a like Mexican grocery store in Sunwin to get cherry juice out of a bottle. Do you remember that?
Right? Yeah. Interesting.
Just so I could shit myself.
Yeah. Well, did it work?
Yeah, I shit all over myself.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I filled up my work car.
You filled it up to the windows like that DUI commercial where they roll the window.
And the shit comes out.
Yeah.
Sir, have you been drinking cherry juice tonight?
How much have you had to shit today? Excuse me, sir? You just put your license outside the shit.
Right. I go, I'm a sovereign citizen of the United States.
You put your license, registration, and insurance in a plastic bag and hang it out the window and roll the window up so you can fill it with shit as he pulls you over.
Hey, man. Hey, have you ever been pulled over drunk, by the way? And this is going to make me sound like a real piece of shit, but I have drunk driven a lot back in Texas.
I have not.
I have. And can I tell you, the way I handle it, it's so good that it makes me feel like a sociopath afterwards.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling very well.
I've literally been pulled over drunk driving twice.
Yeah.
And both times roll the window down. I go, is there a problem, officer? Yeah, we just got a ring on your... I go, that's so weird. My registration should be in the year. And they go, well, you're 4 months over. I go, oh my God, I can't believe that. I'm so terribly sorry about that. Yeah.
You point out a lesser offense so that they get distracted and not notice that you're shithouse.
Meanwhile,
the whole time you're wearing one of those helmets with 2 beers in it and the straw.
Yeah, I mean, it could be...
Is there a problem, officer?
It could be I was just drunk and thought I was handling it well, but I was literally like, I was vomit all over me.
Man, come on, be cool, man.
Hey, be cool, man. Listen, all lives matter, right? Come on.
What? I got the blues.
Listen, officer, I drove past a black kid 2 blocks ago. You can run back and shoot him real quick. I won't tell a goddamn soul.
Look how smooth I'm being right now, man. I'm fucking smooth talking this bitch shit.
Just a cop who does not want to fill out any paperwork.
Is there a problem, officer? And then you turn to your steering wheel and you go, I'm fucking smooth as shit out loud. They go, what was that, sir? What?
Oh, no, sir. I was just driving like normal. I had a Mein Kampf on the Audible. Just blaring that shit. Whoop, whoop.
Wink, wink.
Hey,
you
man.
like that, right?
Hey, man, listen, my dad died in 9/11, all right? What's my name? Oh, my name is Pete Davidson.
His dad really did die in 9/11.
Yeah, I know, man. It's sad as shit.
Shit.
That's how Pete Davidson talks about it. He's like, ha, my dad like died and shit. I'm like Pete Davidson. I'm like kind of mentally retarded from the amount of oxys I've done.
Oh God. Hey, what a they found him. They discovered just a pure talent at such a young
Sure,
age.
yeah, of course. Yeah.
He's fine, whatever.
Yeah, no, I was just doing a joke.
It is interesting, sometimes when you see like really young people become famous for kind of an innocuous, like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like huge or whatever.
Sure.
It is interesting to see like Hollywood sometimes kind of stick with their decision.
Sure.
Like some huge movie gets produced, they cast this unknown 8-year-old or whatever, and they're like, oh,
Jonathan Lipnicki.
we found him. He's a diamond in the rough. We found him. He's a once in a lifetime talent, and then he just grows up to be the biggest piece of shit.
Right.
But they stick with him. They really do. And that sacred geometry is really getting to me. That's what happens when I don't smoke for 2 weeks.
That's what you call weed, sacred geometry.
Yeah, well, I put sacred geometry on the back of it.
Well, yeah, you're getting high like you used to, where you get like very paranoid.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, well, then fuck it. I'm fucking great. Yeah. Ja rules. You know what I mean?
Ja rules?
Not only Ja rule, but Ja. You know what I mean? The
Oh,
one.
shit. Is that why he came up with the name? Like
Yeah.
marijuana rules?
Ja
rule?
Rule? It might be.
Oh, fuck, man.
I don't know. Did we just crack the code?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Holy smokes.
We look up at the sky and the stars start going out. The simulation is over.
Man, did you see? There's supposed to be some. There's a new show on Amazon where it's like a afterlife, basically entertainment or whatever, and they kind of upload your consciousness and you can live in this world, but you are dead.
And it's a whole Amazon show?
Yeah, I saw.
That's a Black Mirror episode. That was pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everybody loved
It's
it.
a
It
comedy.
had 2 lesbians in it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, it's a comedy? I bet it sucks.
Yeah, it'll probably be. I don't know. It'll probably be great. They'll probably make billions of dollars.
Sure. Yeah.
All we got to do, Jace, is write down some fucking words. You know what I mean? All we got to do is just, dude, me and you, bro. Let's write a fucking sitcom right now.
Right now?
And we're gonna start a hat company.
Here's me being thrown into a pitch meeting. Okay, what about Roseanne, but she's black?
They're like, done. Here's some money, sir. Hey, it feels like you got such a vivid vision of just the character and the scope of this project. We're gonna be hands off on this one. All right?
Yeah. What about Rose Tran? And she's trans?
How many seasons do you want?
We could do 18. Sounds good. Here's $1 billion.
I feel like this is a 30-season kind of deal. I really do.
I think we're talking to the new Ozzie and Harriet right now. We're talking to the Simpsons.
This is The Simpsons, but a live action.
Listen, here's the
Live
thing. I'm a studio exec. Listen, here's the thing. I raped everyone for 45 years. And now, listen, here's the thing. They're coming for me. So I gotta book trans people on shows, man.
Look, I don't care about bathrooms. You know what I mean? I shit in my office.
Right.
All right?
But I will rape 45 women this year.
As long as I get to rape in private
Right.
and on the front, my public face, people go, what a great guy.
What about Charles Manson, but he's just a failed comedian who's bitter about the industry? That's the thing, man. They book the trans, man. I'm the straight king. I roll the straight jokes. I roll the jokes about being a dad,
You
man.
mean every 7th open mic comedian?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Listen, why would I need a TV show, man? I got an open mic with 15 people who shit themselves.
Did they ever figure out that guy? There was a guy who allegedly was on the Kill Tony Live podcast who killed his girlfriend. Or
No,
whatever?
he killed. So it was a guy who was on Kill. This is confirmed.
Yes.
He was on Kill Tony, an episode. If you don't know, it's a podcast where they let open micers do stand up and
Yes.
see if they make fun of them if they're mentally ill.
Yes,
That's the
literally.
whole podcast.
It's, yeah, they pretty much just talk shit about him.
And it was a stolen idea from another comedian in Seattle.
Is that right?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I don't know the comedian, but I know it was stolen from a comedian in Seattle.
And now we're talking some shit. We talking shit now.
I mean, if you listen to that show, I hope you don't listen to our show.
Well, I enjoy what you're going to enjoy, Jace, the fun police over here.
I am the fucking fun police.
That is not cool. If you
It's
listen,
not cool. Anyway,
you get pissed off. You flip the table over. You're like,
Yeah, I'm like-
this is where I stand.
I'm like Jesus walking into the temple, but it's just the comedy store.
Turn this podcast into a den of idiots.
I go, stop booking people at the store who are pretending to be Southern. All right.
That's what. Yeah, that would piss you off.
Yeah, now I'm talking specific shit.
Yeah. That's why I'm growing my mullet out. you
Yeah,
know?
no, but the guy who was on Kill Tony, he was arrested like a month ago for killing Drew Carey's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Specifically because she broke Drew's heart.
right, exactly, and they know it was him because he carved Cleveland rocks into her torso.
So they did. It is confirmed. He.
I mean, he's been arrested for it.
Okay,
So I mean,
okay.
everybody's innocent until proven guilty in the great courts of America.
Right. But not if you're if you listen to guys. Brian Redband will tell you himself. This guy was a little off.
Right. As he wakes up from a ketamine nightmare he was having.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, I told you, Ben has never taken a quick shit in his life.
Yeah, you're right. He's probably up there dying. He's probably sweating like crazy. Just fuck, he's back.
Oh, shit. Oh, goddamn. Oh, hey,
the
man.
longest shit in history. Man, I would. Are you okay? Did you have to cut your anus to do this?
It turned into diarrhea at the end.
Nah,
Thank
nice.
God.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why though.
Congrats, man.
Is it because I've ate Chinese food 4 meals?
I think
in a
I
row?
told you our water filter was not working for 2 days, and everybody in the house got like diarrhea and headaches because I think we just had amoebas and shit.
Well, I didn't want to bring this up in front of Katie, but I think I've only drank soda for the past 3 days, so I don't think it was affected.
I did think that because Katie was like, "You didn't taste the water being bad." And you're like, "No."
You're like,
I'm kicking a can of soda
Yeah.
like under the couch.
the water and the Coca-Cola. It's fine.
We were just talking about how Kill Tony sucks ass. We were talking some shit.
Yeah.
Talking about how stuff that doesn't exist anymore sucks ass.
Yeah, I guess we are bitter, failed comedians. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. What a good idea to invest in this type of career. At this time.
Dude, I've actually I've skipped.
No, go for it.
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
You're gay?
You killed Drew Carey's ex-girlfriend.
No. I was gonna say something, but they might listen to this show, so I'm not gonna say it.
Oh wow, that's cool. We have listeners.
That's what they say. That's
Someone-
what people
oh.
tell me.
Yeah, Kevin's been faking the numbers for almost a year now.
Oh, shout out to Robbie Goodwin's new podcast, The Loud Boys. I did that and it was really fun.
Heck
So
yeah.
go give Robbie a
The Loud Boys?
yeah.
Like the Proud Boys?
Yeah, it's a play on the Proud Boys. And I told Robbie this in that documentary Pedogate 2020 that came out on YouTube.
Okay.
About the Washington D.C. like sex trafficking ring and Pizzagate
Right.
and all that stuff. The band that's implicated in it, that supposedly they're all pedophiles and help facilitating the human trafficking ring.
Okay.
The band is called the Loud Boys.
Is it really?
So I was like, you guys couldn't have picked like a worse name. It's not only it's a band like. It's not only
They're
a
going to
band
get
where,
some
like,
Google hits, though.
yeah, that's true.
Just people screaming at Robbie.
We're named after a pedophile band that rhymes with the racist group.
Right, yeah. I mean, this was going to originally be called Moloch Chat.
Yeah. What are you doing, Kevin?
Oh, I'm looking up the some emails we got.
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Do you want to do some emails?
Emails.
What did you guys talk about while I was gone?
We literally talked about Drew Carey's ex-girlfriend getting killed and then Kill Tony being bad and a stolen idea.
Yeah, what were we going to talk about with that?
And then...
Why'd you bring that up?
No, because we were talking about Drew Carey's ex-girlfriend who got killed.
Oh, because that comic did kill Tony and then kill Drew Carey's girlfriend.
Right, exactly. Brian Redband.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Redband killed Drew Carey's
Brian did it,
ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay. Hello, boys. I see brain jail still sounds like a pair of plums and a tater sack. I love
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Really rocks my rolls, if you know what I mean. This guy, I'm telling you, he's a big fan. He knows us. You know what I mean? I really want to name a kid after a mass shooter, but my wife doesn't like any of the names because they aren't ethnic enough. Suggestions?
Do the DC sniper.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
He was was he from the Bahamas?
No, the kid was from the U.S. The guy was from some other country. But yeah, his name is literally like Muhammad Green or something like that.
Yeah.
Or you could just do Lanza, first name Lanza. That sounds foreign.
Lanza what?
Lanza Stevens.
Oh, yeah, Lanza.
Yeah, and they're like, Lanza, that's an interesting name. Where
With
does
a
that come
Z.
from? Yeah. He's like, oh, it comes from the Newtown's killer. Killed all those kids.
Last name Lanza, first name Adam. Do you guys remember that song?
Yeah, the lighter click.
I'm bad to ask this question because I don't know all the names of the school shooters.
Oh, okay.
I gotta.
I've no Dylan Roof, Adam Lanza, Stephen Paddock.
Oh no, Kevin's talking about school shooters, not mass shooters.
Mass
I'm
shooter.
s-
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
he
man.
said mass shooter.
I mean, Ben's the perfect person to ask this question.
I mean,
yeah, he really is.
Let me
He-
break out my scroll.
Every time there's a new school shooter, Ben gets them tattooed on their body. Like
How do people
memento.
not know Dylan and Eric, the Columbine shooters?
I know.
Like,
I know those names.
You do know those names.
I honestly
Okay.
forgot their names. I just call them the Columbine shooters. I just call them cool as shit.
the cool and
I call them friends.
Yeah, the cool guy gang. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was bad. And then some girl's dad toured her diary around because it had all these so-called prophecies.
Really?
Yeah. I watched it. I came to my church or something, and was just like, there's a river with X amount of teardrops and blah blah blah, and then there was this many people that
Listen,
were killed.
I found Kaylee's Powerpuff Girls notebook, and next to a drawing of a horse on the page opposite that, there's Mrs. Kaylee Goldstein written 1,000 times. And then on a page over from that, it says, the Columbine shooting will make everything look like a fucking joke. So explain that. It's clearly written in his handwriting.
See, Columbine was bad, and also all attached, the Jews
Yeah.
were also bad.
And she wrote that, as you can see, in a 45-year-old dentist's handwriting. No glitter pen for this one.
And this was from the Lord because it just is, okay?
Yeah. I was always thinking, like, what if you read, like, the uncensored part, like, the cutout parts of Anne Frank's diary? You know, because they edited the diary down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there are passages where she's just literally like, my mom's such a fucking bitch. I hate her so much.
We should write a book called Anne Frank Cutting Room Floor. And it could be complete fiction.
Right.
I think, wait,
Everything's just her like, my pussy is so big.
it's just a penthouse letter.
Dear diary, my pussy is so fucking big. Here's a drawing I did of my big pussy. Signed, Anne Frank.
Dear diary, still horny as fuck. I tried fisting myself today. Didn't work out. My grandma kept asking me what I was doing.
It was too loud, and I would have let the Jews know because of my huge pussy. Sorry.
And Frank jokes, folks.
Hey, man.
I got-
First off.
No, I got one for you.
Oh, you're
I got
you're
one for
above
you.
it.
Yeah, first off, you shitting on jokes. How dare you?
No, I have the perfect Anne Frank joke.
Okay, go for it.
Anne Frank's diarrhea.
Oh,
Damn,
shit.
dude. Damn, dude.
Because diary and then
Uh,
and diary is poop.
dear diarrhea.
This is much better.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, right?
Dear
Yeah.
diarrhea.
Do you think she would have? Do you think she would have been hot?
No, I think she would have been somewhat of a hideous ghoul. Her parents weren't attractive either.
Yeah, that is
And
true.
she was, dude, OG quarantine, she was probably getting molested by her dad. So
Yeah, that's
who's
true.
to say if it was
That's
bad
what
they
you
got
call.
caught?
That's what you call
Christ.
hiding during the Holocaust of quarantine.
I'm saying 1 to 3% of the people that died were pedophiles, statistically speaking. So who's to say if it was bad or not? God damn it. I'm sorry.
Going, we have to stay in small confined places. Cha-ching.
I wonder how many liberal white women have compared themselves to Anne Frank at this point.
Oh, man. I mean, here's the thing
Said
about talking to certain people.
Hide away her strength.
Right.
For so many years. A lot like Anne Frank had to hide from the Nazis.
Well, specifically quarantine.
It's these men.
She's like,
Certain people are acting like they are the only ones going through quarantine.
Right.
It is some of you out there are fucking mentally ill as fuck.
well, especially
And you need to get
people,
your shit together.
especially people who get off on being mentally ill online. So now everybody is mentally ill. So they're like, as a person with extreme claustrophobia and a detachment disorder, quarantine has been especially. It's like 60,000 people are dead. You should shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
If you're not out of work and if you can pay rent, then like I really don't want to hear your bitching.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up,
Yep.
bitch.
We're all going through it. We're all doing the same
I mean,
shit.
we're entering a depression. I don't see how this is specific to any one person.
Yeah. Well, it's. I mean, the only thing that's like obvious is the people that don't have money. People that are that, like you said, if you're able to pay your rent, then shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're actually doing great, by the way. We've all kept our jobs. I have more money in my bank account now.
Yeah,
because I'm staying in.
I kept not working.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just coasted into the Great Depression.
Yeah,
you were on cruise control into
I was
that shit.
prophetic about it. I knew that it was going to happen.
Right.
I'm prepared because now I've got that unemployment that I haven't been using, just been sitting there, and now I can really cash it in.
You're like the guys in The Big Short.
Yeah.
Just knew what was coming.
I saw it from miles away, folks. I seen it. I said, everybody else is going to not have a job.
Didn't invest in toilet paper or Netflix stock or...
I'm not greedy. I knew we'd be okay. And honestly, this will be a great time for you to convince your wife that you need to get a bidet.
Yeah. I saw today, by the way, Whole Foods, who's owned by Amazon, is now using heat tracking maps on their cameras to determine if any of their employees are getting too close in a way that could possibly lead to organizing labor unions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I thought you were saying for the COVID thing.
No, it's for a much worse thing than that.
Yeah, just don't get together on anything.
Jace, is
guys.
the LA, you seem to know what's going on in LA.
Sure, I'm a very smart person.
Are people, now that it's May 2nd, are people on rent strike? And two, what are your predictions with rent finally decreasing?
I think people are not going on rent strike. I think there's just some people who can't pay their rent and they're not paying it, but then it's still owed within a year. You have to pay it with no interest.
So I guess it's not rent strike if you can't pay your rent.
Right. It's just people who can't pay their rent. And then I heard
So are they getting kicked out? Are they getting evicted?
No, you legally can't evict anybody in LA right now because of not paying
But you
rent.
have to pay your rent back.
The rule right now is you have to pay your rent back, but you have up to a year to pay it back with no interest. That's the rule.
That's so fucked.
But also people in LA, nobody's obeying quarantine. I had a friend who was out jogging with a mask on today down by Silver Lake Reservoir. He said it was full of people, nobody wearing masks, people doing picnics and shit.
People are idiots.
Yeah, just nobody's paying attention.
I love that. You have to promise to pay it in a year, though, okay?
Right.
And then they'll go, oh, yeah, I'll have a job then, for
Right.
sure, because I can see into the future. And that's when I'll have...
And I'll be
money.
making so much I could pay all that rent back in a year.
You know how up to this point I've been living just paycheck to paycheck? In a year, I'm going to have twice as much income for rent. So this will be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a bunch of horseshit, honestly.
And what if they don't pay it in a year? Then you can kick them out.
I mean, what a big, giant load of bullshit. People should be rioting in the streets.
Well, that's the funniest thing. And I was talking to you. This is not an original thought or anything, but it's so funny that, like, here's the thing. We make all the jokes about Democrats being bad because we want to be Democrats. And we want to be Democrats. We view Republicans as such idiots that we're like, yeah, of course they suck because they're dumb and suck shit.
But they're all bad.
But they're all bad. But we shit on Democrats because we actually expect something out of that party. But it is insane what the Republican Party is doing to civilization, where they know in order to win the election, the economy has to be doing well. People have to be back out there. They know if it's in the shitter and nobody's going outside, that Trump is going to lose the re-election. They'll probably lose the House and the Senate. So they are, through like Fox News and Breitbart and all these media channels that deal specifically with Republican people, Republican voters, they have like systematically like spread down the message like, hey, you need to fight for your freedom. This is about your freedom. So people are protesting not for the right to get money from the government or not for the right for rent freezing or anything that will help them out from the government. They are fighting for their right to go out and die.
To go back to work.
For the economy.
Yeah.
They are fighting for the economy, the right to go back and die. And there's so many people you see in the news who have been protesting, got the coronavirus, and then died from the coronavirus.
Is that true?
Yeah, and then 2 weeks prior, I hate that there's a couple liberal like news sites that are like, haha, look at this dumbass.
Fucking idiots.
Who like, they show him like a Facebook picture of him 2 weeks ago with like, COVID's a myth on his hat, walking around downtown Albuquerque, and now he's like dead 2 weeks later.
Man. I mean, he went out doing what he loved.
Yeah, being a dumb piece of shit.
Yep, thinking that the thing that kills you doesn't actually exist up until you die.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you hear Jim Brewer's rant about COVID?
There's nobody I would want to listen to less about anything than Jim Brewer.
Well, the QAnon accounts are kind of...
I barely listen to Jim Brewer talk about old Norm Macdonald stories.
I like Jim Brewer.
Jim Brewer's very good, actually.
Yeah, Jace. Fuck.
Dude, he had the
Horrible.
Jim Brewer actually had the best.
Horrible
This is not
opinions.
happening. Did you
I think
see
it
it?
was This
Dude,
Is Not
he is an
Happening.
amazing storyteller.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's very, very good.
He's that's his best stuff.
But I will say now, QAnon loves Jim Brewer, and I will show you why.
Oh man.
How dare you shit on me for this
Okay, this
take?
is
I don't even believe, but was saying in the heat of passion.
okay. So here's from a QAnon account I follow.
By no means am I a doctor, so I'll just say this. Since January, I've done a lot of shows.
Sorry.
By no means am I a doctor, so
He
I'll
just
just
wanted to
say
brag
this.
that he's done a lot of shows.
Yeah.
since January, I've done a lot of shows. Shook hands with probably thousands of people, hugs, children, elderly. Some of them had respirators.
What?
I have video of it. A video of them.
He has classified documents.
And that was all through February and March. And I would use common sense when it was over. I'd wash my hands, and I'd tell them, make sure you wash your hands. Shook a lot of hands here. So this whole stand 6 feet apart, from now on, it's the new normal. No, it's not. If that's your normal, you keep that to your normal, but don't enforce it on the rest of humanity. That's your problem. If you fear, I don't want to go within 6 feet, then you live that way. But don't
Man.
condemn anybody that wants to stand 6 feet within. How about this? How about we use all this money and effort that we're putting into help the cause? Where exactly that money goes, we're not really sure, are we? How
Oh
about
shit. He's full
use
on.
some of that time and effort to tell everyone how to build their immune system? Where are those organizations?
Hey, not a bad point.
How do we build our immune system? More fruits, more vegetables, more organic, more certain seeds, probiotics. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But with a healthy immune system, my wife has been fighting stage 4 cancer for 3 years.
Ah, Christ.
She does everything she can to build her immune system. We had people going, you can't shake people's hands because of your wife. And I'm like, we're not living like that. We don't know how long we're going to be here.
When
It's our time, it's our
this
time.
video is
It's nothing
crazy.
you can do. You can get hit by a car. You can fall down the stairs. You can.
Does he have
something
COVID now?
wrong You don't even know.
No.
His wife just died.
6 feet apart. How about 6 feet within?
Wow.
Human touch, human speaking. If you want to live in fear, you live in fear, but don't install it on the ones that are fearless.
I'm going to go out to the street and
Let's
start
build our immune systems.
with my hand out
If you
trying to
got
shake
suggestions,
everyone's hand.
Write them down.
Give
Write
me-
them down. That's free. It's not going to cost $1 billion to tell everyone how to build your immune system.
You think that guy who
make
did
you
the-
feel safer?
Does the
make you
free
feel
hugs
better.
video is really hurting now?
Wait,
Yeah.
we're right at the very end.
Just a thought. They're just thoughts.
Just
We
a
can't
thought.
have thoughts anymore.
Just a thought. I'm broadcasting to 500,000 people. Whatever.
I mean,
I don't know. Well, hold on. I don't know if I disagree with him, though.
What do you mean?
I don't know if I do disagree with him.
I don't disagree with him about where the money's going and everything.
If the world is over and everything, it's like, should we just live in quaking fear all the time? Like, and shouldn't we just be? Isn't the best thing actually just to build your immune system?
Well, here's
Like, am I retarded? Because when I watch those Bakersfield doctors that are like, everybody's immune system is lowering at a very quick rate because we're not coming into contact with anyone anymore. So when we do reopen, people are going to be very like susceptible
Yeah.
to all these different types of diseases and
I've heard that
bacteria,
too.
and then we're just going to be fucked. So this isn't the way to go about things, where we just all live in fear and never go outside.
I don't know. Here's the thing: is like I don't necessarily disagree with that strongly. I'm even of the point where I'm like, I don't think it's as bad as people say, but I just hate anybody who, by the way, he has an incentive for it to get back to normal because he's probably got a fucking mortgage on his house.
Absolutely.
He needs shows to pay.
Well, it's because his wife has cancer, but you don't care about that, dude.
But I don't care. And by the way, I fucking hate that in an argument. They go, my wife, and it's like, oh, I can't just talk to you anymore because you threw my wife has cancer. Like that has any informational meaning on an argument.
It is fair.
It was relevant. in what
He's
it
like,
is.
oh, my son's retarded. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. We should kill all the Jews. I'm sorry about that. Good point. You have a retarded son who hates Jews, so we should kill them all.
But think about it like in Call of Duty, like in Warzone. Like I need to carry 3 packs of shields on me to protect my health. So like now we're taking everybody's shields away and just making it where we're not going to play the game
First
anymore.
off, that really sounds like Facebook mom science.
What we need to do is teach people how to get shields and armor.
Look, Benjamin, you've been
Instead of
playing a lot of
stopping the
Call of
game.
Duty.
I was a big fan of like, okay, everybody who's not susceptible to it can go out or whatever. Everybody else stay quarantined.
Load up your gun with some knowledge bullets.
My biggest problem is people like the same thing with Musk. I liked Elon Musk, and then he's tweeting "Fight for your freedom, America," and it's like, well, he has a $100 million bonus that triggers
Yes.
if Tesla stock does well enough over 6 months, and there's like 2 months left on that. I'm not a fan of people
Well, I will
who
say
have an audience. But doing all the bullshit of like, I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me. I'm not a doctor. But what he's saying literally can be dangerous information to some people. What he's saying could end up getting people killed. I have the same thing at work where people go, and by the way, my wife has cancer. No, I have the same thing at work where I have people prospecting door to door at my job right now, and they're bragging about how well they're doing. And it's like, I don't know. That just seems like really dangerous to me.
Yeah.
And then you're making the argument, only 60,000 people have died while we've all been quarantining. So let's not quarantine. It's like, that's literally why we're trying to keep the number that low.
Here's the thing. If
Okay.
you take the leap to say that this the same thing, because if you take one leap and you say, you watch a doctor, you watch multiple doctors on TV say, look, this thing is fucking airborne, like it's out there, it's spreading. The way that it's contagious is a big problem because of the incubation period and all that shit, and like it's crazy. So if you watch that and then you go, you know what, you should be 6 feet within, you have to think that that doctor is full of shit.
Right.
Now you watch multiple doctors, they're full of shit, you go, wait a second, they're not full of shit, this is something they've all been told to say. So now you've had to take that leap, and then if you take that leap, you're basically saying that this thing is a conspiracy. You
Which
know
a
what I
lot
mean?
of people believe.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not, it's like, and if you passionate, and if you've taken those leaps, you're not doing it without passion, or like, you're not like, oh yeah, I have this idea, I don't really give a shit about it though.
Right.
It's kind of like a big fucking deal to you. So that's the type of information that those people would want to like tell everybody, because they're like, look, I figured this shit out.
I
It's a
totally
fucking conspiracy.
get the thinking, and I honestly drift into that sometimes too, where I'm like, is this like way overblown than what we thought it was going to be? I thought 2 million people were going to be dead at this point.
Right.
I'm just not a fan of people who have an audience like literally going, this is bullshit. You know nothing. You don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like scientists don't even know what's going on right now.
Right.
So you're saying this is bullshit. I know everything.
And this is coming from a man who's got a lot of pussy on the table. You know what I mean? He's left a lot out there.
do you know how many hookups I'm waiting to go have sex with?
The
minute quarantine ends?
I believe it.
I'll show you. It's like a phone book. It's just the phone book.
You just slam it on the
Yeah,
table.
this is a phone book. Yeah.
This is my fuck list. These are all the fucks I'm going to get. when
Yeah,
I'm
so
done
I don't.
quarantine.
If I was like a famous person and had an audience of 1 million people, I wouldn't have an opinion either way on it. Like,
Sure.
to broadcast to people, I think could be very dangerous.
Yeah, well, you live in a world where the possibility of you being wrong exists.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people, and I envy these people that don't believe that that's a possibility. And because those people are usually incredibly confident, like by definition.
Sure.
Which I am less, and you are the same, where it's like you exist in this area of empathy and openness where you're like, I could be completely wrong, so don't fucking say anything. But if you're this guy, or you're the guy that's like passionate about it, the idea of you being wrong is probably going to be a pretty new idea to you.
Yeah, I was kind of almost. I wanted to do a drawing about it the other day, but it's like the idea is I'm always hedging my bets on everything, just so I don't look like a dumbass either way in a year. We
Yeah.
figure out what's really up, because I don't want to be the pussy who's like screaming at people to go inside either.
Yeah, just post a picture of you saying I miss you guys. That's it. nice and neutral.
Right. So I don't fucking know. It might be overblown and not as bad as anyone says, but I would never tell an audience of like 100,000 to 500,000 people that.
Yeah.
To like go out to stand 6 feet with it. And then like maybe I kill 200 people because I posted that stupid video.
Yeah.
And by the way, he's famous for playing Goat Boy on SNL.
Yes.
So that's how he got that audience.
Yes.
And then to crouch it in that bullshit, I know what he's doing. I'm not a doctor. Listen, take it with a grain of salt. My wife has cancer. All these like little traps to say a thing that you really want to say without seeming like a complete dickhead. Well, but he's still saying it.
Yeah, he's trying to bolster his argument, and
man, I'm so pissed right now.
I know. But I'm with Ben where I'm just like, because I am open to the possibility of being wrong.
Right.
My innermost thought is that it's most likely exactly the way that it seems. It's exactly what they're telling it, what it is, and that we need to be careful and stay at home and chill and whatnot. But there is another side of me that sees these type of videos and is just like, this would be a great time to move the UFOs. This would be what a great time, a worldwide conspiracy. So
I'm sure when that
turn the
UFO
pyramids
video,
on.
When that UFO video came out, you were probably losing it.
Did you see, by the way?
Yes, I saw. I saw years ago before it was deemed official.
Did you see the satellites being marched across the night sky
No.
2 nights ago?
What was that?
So Elon Musk launched a patent for this years ago already, and it's a satellite grid for international.
Tetralink or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like internet for the whole world.
It's
right?
internet for the whole world.
Right.
It's going to be incredibly fast and incredibly cheap. But the satellites were going across like fucking ants across the sky, dude.
Really?
Yes.
You saw that in person?
I saw a video of it.
Okay.
And then there was a lot of videos of it, actually.
Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to discredit you. I was just asking.
And it was, from Tesla that this was going to happen, So. But man, they say it's satellites for the internet. But is it? You know what I mean? How do you move an armada of alien recreation vehicles across
This is what I was trying to get at.
the great United States? You go, oh, hey guys, chill out. Free internet for everyone, okay? The fastest all the way across the universe, So, I'm just saying, you put that in line with the COVID.
Sure.
It's
Kevin.
just like, I'm telling you, here's what we need to do. How about instead of 6 feet apart, tongue kiss on the mouth every human you come into contact with? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I've also taken risks as well. I've not been perfect. You know?
Dude.
We're recording the podcast. I went and fucked a chick,
Yeah, I'm talking into a microphone that I have unaccounted for. I don't know where this thing's been.
Yeah. We take that when you're not here. We take that microphone. We throw it out in the street.
Oh, yeah.
We go pick it up a week
Oh,
later.
well, I take your microphones and I take them to a hospital. I just rummage them. I rub them around in the dumpster and mostly the recycling bin because I know people put their lips on it.
We're at 116.
116. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Let's do until we'll go to 316. Like
Also,
John
dogs
316.
might have. Dogs might have COVID.
Yeah.
So we should just have them in a cage
So Ben, now
and beat them with a stick.
I want to hear more from you on this because you brought this to our attention. You said you don't know if you think he's wrong.
Here's my little retard brain.
Uh-huh.
My little retard brain is telling me that Elon Musk is an incredibly smart guy, and he doesn't really care about money that much, from what I understand from interviews. In fact, a lot of the equity he has in the company or a lot of the money he makes, he invests in other projects like the worldwide Wi-Fi thing.
Yeah.
He seems to have, he has a list of goals that he seems to be the most important that we need to solve for the human race to advance or to survive onto the next era, right? Terraforming being one of them, cleaning the oceans, people having worldwide access to all the information that they should require.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk knows a lot of very powerful people in the world of technocracy, right? So when he's saying they're going to strip our freedoms away from us, we need to go outside immediately. This isn't that big of a deal, while also providing respirators for hospitals.
Right.
You go, is this really just a giant PR stunt, or does this guy who's incredibly intelligent. I know he came from wealth. I know he came from whatever. But my little retard brain goes, maybe this guy is right, because what does he stand to gain from tweeting all of this crazy shit?
$100 million.
I mean,
if he's worth 60 billion. So this is my thing too. They're like, oh, he's going to get a bonus. I'm like, he's worth 60 billion. Like, why does he need another 100 million?
I think
it makes zero sense.
You can say that about any billionaire.
I think he genuinely believes what he's saying.
That's why I discredit the Bill Gates thing too, Jace, because why does Bill Gates need another 10 billion?
I definitely...
It doesn't mean anything.
I definitely agree that anytime something like this happens, the government is definitely going to use this as an opportunity to strip us of so many rights. Like the Reach Act they were trying to pass a month ago, where it was just like all communication over the internet is now like legally allowed to be obtained by the U.S. government. Like they're just trying to sneak that through, underneath the
even World Wide Warcraft chats.
Even World Wide Warcraft chats. Yep, you got to delete a lot of shit right now, buddy.
Oh my god. And my Path of Exile accounts are going to get shut off.
Yep, that's right. I just don't believe that something. I love a conspiracy theory. I think you got to go for the conspiracy theories that aren't too big, because I don't think every government official in the entire world could sync up and do something like that.
No, but are they did they fuck up at the beginning with the restrictions they put in place, and now they're just kind of doubling down and staying in them? And staying in them for much too long. Because they look bad.
I think they're doing the best that they can with exactly what's going on. And I think it's exactly, I mean, here I am. I might as well be wearing a suit and tie, But I genuinely think they're doing the best that they can. Like Elon Musk, you're like, why would he tweet the crazy stuff he does and give respirators to hospitals? Because he's a logical person. He's going, people are fucking sick and it's killing them. And we're running low on respirators, so I should give respirators to those hospitals. Also, I think we should get out there and have some fun. I don't think it's actually that bad if you look at the statistics. But I'll take care of the people that are sick. You know what I mean? Who knows? Because I don't even know exactly what he's saying. But I do feel like I'm looking at all the moves logically, and a lot of them seem to make sense based on the human condition, like how you would, you know what I mean? And I don't know, like you're saying, like they're taking more, freedoms away with this internet shit. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah,
so, I am in the dark.
Yeah, I'm definitely into conspiracies. I just don't think it can be that global.
Why do you think they're doing it though, Ben? What do you think the reason behind it? And let's just say you don't believe it. Let's just say if it is a conspiracy, what do you think the reason behind it is?
What do I think is going on with the whole pandemic? What does my gut tell me? My gut tells me that this is a bioweapon.
You know what? Yeah, I'll buy into that.
And you know why? Because every health official is like, we don't know what this is and we don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So to me, that's a red flag that goes, this is a man-made thing, and it's a very intricate sort of disease that is brand new on the face of the earth and was created by
also that laboratory in Wuhan that was dedicated to chemical weapons testing. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the annoying thing is the Democratic Party will be like, let's fucking don't say that because that's fucking racist to say. And it's like, well, we're talking about China.
Not only is
they have concentration camps.
Yes, that there's some bad shit in China. We shouldn't be racist towards the Chinese, but you can criticize China's actions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, a world war with China is completely inevitable with the state of affairs in the world. It will happen eventually.
What are you talking about?
Between the big powers that be, there eventually will be another world war.
Well, yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. It's scary.
They've threatened to shoot down some of our planes that are flying over the oceans in China because we're in territory we're not supposed to be.
The only thing you would hope that would stop it was mass assured destruction with nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
There hasn't really been a world war since nuclear weapons were
I think it's going to be more like cyber warfare. They're going to be shooting down our satellites. China's already testing.
Hey, guess what? China deleted all money. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I'll say, if it is a bioweapon, I think it was something that must have happened on accident. You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%. It just leaked.
It just
leaked. Contamination, yeah.
Which is literally the opening to The Stand. I think we talked about that the other week. Yeah. I could totally see that being possible. Yeah, I'm Joe Rogan now.
It's you start smoking a cigar.
Right. I don't
think the U.S. is going to conveniently use this whole time as a way to implement all the laws they have in China in terms of like
100%.
becoming a mass surveillance state.
100%.
And the longer we stay inside, the more likely that is going to happen.
Yeah.
And that, I believe, on a long-term like line of events on a long timeline, that is going to happen anyway, but I don't want this to be a catalyst for that.
Well, even you see, and once again, hate to go back to the Democratic Party on this, but you see people in the Democratic Party be like, we need to be like South Korea. It's like, oh, you mean where the government tracks every single person's cell phone record?
Absolutely. So that's exactly what's happening.
It's like the minute they start doing that, they're never going to stop doing that again.
Yeah.
Ever.
I mean, every time you go through something like this where it's just fucking crazy,
Right.
it throws the current economy that we have into the wind.
Mm-hmm.
People start going, look, I get that, socialism could be bad, but we just need somebody to take care of us. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's how you convince people to essentially get into that type of thing. And it does seem that historically, post-tragedy, things get more socialist.
I've also heard a conspiracy that I think Emma's fine. Just Gracie sucks.
Okay, I thought Emma was
I have heard another conspiracy that one of the main reasons we're going back to work is because the only way for America to survive this, rather than going back to work, is basically develop a socialist kind of hybrid government.
Yeah. And
the U.S. government does not want that to happen.
Well,
so that's why we're going back to work.
That's what FDR did. That's the great deal or whatever.
And America was
it's the greatest deal.
If you go back far enough, America was so surprisingly socialist. If you look at like the power of labor unions,
Absolutely.
the Green New Deal, government manufacturing.
They were paying people to do bullshit.
Yeah,
because
people act like it's
didn't
a
have jobs.
futuristic idea. It's not.
Well, yeah, no, it's a very, very
I
old
think
idea.
even I might be mistaken on this, but I think even FDR either did for a while during the Great Depression or proposed it like literally like at 80% tax on the 1%.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, which people are like, it would be crazy if you did that. It's like we literally have done stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we totally can do that.
Well, taxes never.
Yeah. And I've never been
crazy.
I've never been a guy that's like, yeah, we should just totally socialist, totally communist, but like look at the hybrid stuff that like seems to work in like northern European countries. It seems to be pretty sweet.
The best time to sweep in a new style of politics and a way of changing completely our country is during a zombie apocalypse because nobody sees it coming. All of a sudden, oh, guess what? You dodged that zombie. Good job. Right. Oh man, your mom's trying. She's eating her own foot.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so sad. By the way, we're communists now. you go. Yeah, fine.
Right.
I'm just trying to get my daughter to stop eating my knees.
There's still one trucker in Louisiana just screaming.
Yeah.
Like the Trump lady.
Yeah, he's pissed. He's waiting outside the ballot box with a gun, and hitting zombies over the head with a 2x4,
Right. Just so he can vote for Ivanka.
just so he can vote for Ivanka because he's sick of being taxed. Because one day when I make it, I ain't gonna take my money.
Yeah. Exactly.
right.
I'm about to be in a 1%. I'm fixing to be in a 1%. Now watch me. These new gator boots I've been working on.
These new gators.
These new gators, man. I'll tell you what. These gonna make me a millionaire. Gonna make me a gazillionaire if you watch out. Be careful. You ain't never seen me step around in these gators. I get a real gait in these gators. You know what I mean? Shit.
Yeah, you almost wish that
Don't call me Bill Gates when I'm walking around in these gators, man. I'll tell you what.
you almost wish if this is serious, like it could kill 40 million people, that it just had killed 2 million people already, so people would take it serious enough. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it doesn't. It's killed 250,000 people worldwide so far. So
Look, you just got to take care of your own. You know what I mean?
Right.
Get in the cave and just stand at the door with a sharp stick. You got to take care of your own. I did have a dream that somebody came to the door and was asking for Jenny, and she was just coming home from walking the dog, and he just grabbed her and like pushed the door, and I stuck my foot in the door, and he's just choking her, and he's hitting her in the face with his other hand, and I couldn't do anything because I was all gouted out.
is that a real dream?
That's a real dream I had the other night.
Damn, dude.
I woke up, I go, baby, I can't even do
Yeah.
nothing.
You immediately start stroking your gun you sleep with.
Oh man, I immediately start fashioning a new arm that has a chainsaw on it or something. Like
Fuck yeah.
Ash.
That'd be cool as hell.
Hell yeah. I'm all gouted out. The vibrations from the chainsaw, it edges the uric acid splinters out of my bloodstream. It breaks them up real good. And I can chop people's heads off.
Can you get a blood transfusion?
I don't think it would do anything.
Damn.
The only thing that's like immediate is if I had steroids. That
Oh,
works.
really?
Steroids works really good for inflammation.
You should do steroids.
Or I could just literally have them cut me open and remove the uric acid.
Oh, you should do
could get
that.
it removed?
Yeah, but it could be back in a day.
Just keep getting cut open again.
Yeah, just keep cut. You know what? Just have a hinge on my wrist that you can just
Like a trumpet valve that you blow into?
you just pop it open.
It's
you
weird.
know?
With modern medicine, you think there'd be a pill you could take that dissolves the uric acid, or like they could just put a syringe in you and suck it out. Or,
Yeah, I agree. I do know that I don't know, things vibrate a certain frequency. Everything has its own frequency, so you could shatter it like they do with the cancer cells
Oh, interesting.
sonically. And I've thought about like searching through different tones and then just putting a loudspeaker on my wrist and seeing if it does anything. But I'm, that's Mr. Scientist talking.
Yeah,
You know
you're
what I
sounding
mean?
like Jim Brewer now.
Yeah, I'm no doctor or anything, but
I'm sure they'll find a cure one day, Kevin.
someday.
You'll be dead long before that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the
Day
doctor.
Kevin dies, they announce it.
He did nothing and tried to do so many things. He'll be remembered
No, they
by his
announced the-
catchphrase, "Oh hey."
They announce the cure the day you die.
Yeah, that seems right.
Agonizing pain.
I'm celebrated because I'm the last man to die with that horrible virus. Oy, oy, oy. Oy, 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 oh my God.
Anyway, is that about it?
Yeah, we're at
Time-wise?
a minute and a half.
A minute and a
Or
half?
hour and a half. What'd I say?
A minute and a half. Well, shit. Oh, we actually have more email
Oh, damn.
to get to. Here, I'll just read the rest of this one.
Okay.
And, let's see here. DollarShaveClub.com. Let's see here. I got to get back into it now. Talk amongst yourselves. Subject. I'm gay and I don't want my two friends to know it. Okay. So this guy who asked if I name a kid after a mass shooter. My wife always asks why I can't hear sometimes, and I say I have no idea. Why I can't hear sometimes? So I sat down and I thought it out and came to the realization that dicks might be in the microphone antennas.
Huh?
This guy's silly. Think about why primal humans only had men as hunters. Communication is important, and if you got a walkie-talkie dick to coordinate formations and attacks, your chances of survival increase. What do you guys think? We don't have to.
Yep, sounds good.
I wish that was just like an Instagram DM I got so I could just double tap the like button and then just back out of there.
Yeah. Love hearing you
Yeah.
guys whenever you guys shoot out an episode. Keep it up and stay healthy. P.S. You guys got to do a voicemail or something through Google. That shit would be lit, fam. This guy gets us. You know what I mean? He gets us. Yeah, we should do a voicemail or something.
Yeah, Mean Boys has done it. It was funny when I did the podcast, they were going through the voicemails, and I swear to God, half of them I thought were going to end with just a gunshot noise and just like a man falling down.
Yeah. A lot of sad boys.
A lot of sad boys on Mean Boys.
Well, don't be sad, fuckers.
I didn't mean to make fun of that guy's email. I kind of like the idea a little bit of like talking to a guy's dick.
Yeah, it's just we don't know him, so it's a little weird.
Jace, it's okay. You know what I mean? I get how it's, not cool or whatever. But, I understand what he's saying. Dicks are antennas for coordinating attack strikes when you're a hunter.
Right.
I get it. He's being silly. He's doing bits and he's being free. You know what? I bet that guy was a pastor for 25 years. And this is his first attempt to reach out. And he's going, I'm going to talk about dicks on this email.
Right.
It feels bad, but it feels so good.
That is like my dad trying to do my humor at me.
Yeah.
My dad could just be a 13-year-old kid who found the podcast.
Right.
My dad wrote a bunch of poems to us, and we got them in the mail today.
Ugh.
And one of them was about me and about how puns are bad and like how I wouldn't do puns because they're not funny or whatever. Because he's always asking me dumb shit like, you ever write bear with pear? Or I love my dad, but he is.
Your dad sounds gay as hell,
He's
man.
a cheesy dude. I remember we were walking by a cornfield and he said, see that cornfield? pretty corny. And I hit him in the face.
I hate that shit.
I went home. I told my mom, "You have to leave this man."
That shit really does make me revolt, honestly.
Yeah, you get real upset with it. You have a visceral reaction to bad comedy.
Yeah, it's just very bad.
I hate
It's hard
people
for
who
me
treat
'cause I'm
jokes like a
bad.
fun novelty.
Right.
Like it's a thing they bought at a gift shop.
Oh, it's a serious
Yeah,
business.
I get that with drawing sometimes, where it'll be like like I'm trying to be more popular with my drawing account,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, well, let me take a look at the popular drawing accounts, and it's either a stick figure drawn by a woman with just like a quote, like I am not resting, I am thriving, and it's like 5 million likes. Right. Either that, or it's a guy going like, hey, this panel's pretty corny, and it's a corn with eyes and a mouth, and it has 10 million likes.
I mean,
that makes me so angry I want to kill.
I think anything with 10 million likes probably pisses you off.
Yeah, that is true, honestly.
Fuckers, this
yeah.
ain't my drawing.
Yeah.
I get it, though. I definitely get it. I get pissed. You know, I won't post anything for a while, and then I'll post something with my kids, and I'll get a bunch of likes and shit. Mm-hmm. And then I'll post something real witty, you know, a real original thought, you know, a real clever, humorous thought. And I won't get as many likes as my damn kids. I go into their room, and I pour acid on their beds while they sleep. Mm-hmm. That's how upset I get.
Nope.
Yeah, thanks for not laughing, because then it's very, very serious. Well, folks, we appreciate you listening. This has been the Brain Jail
Kevin abuses his kids.
podcast. I beat
You
my
heard it
kids.
here first.
Yeah.
I what I like to do is I like to take them, put them in an airtight room, and then take all the oxygen out, and then watch them gasp, even though they're breathing just the same. I go, there's no oxygen in that air. And I go, clean your room, and then I go, be nice. See what happens when you're not nice to your sister or your brother? I take the oxygen out of the room. Who controls the air? Dad does. I know you would say it if you could talk, but there's no goddamn oxygen in your room, is there? I'm saying this all through an old microphone.
Right, sure, yeah.
Jigsaw.
And a little
Jigsaw.
speaker. Yeah. And then I open the door up. I go, I love you guys more than you don't get how much I love you.
You give him a little peck.
I only did that so that you would learn something. All right. Now,
It's not to touch Dad's gravity bong.
that's right. Nobody touches my one hitter. All right. You guys think you can be cool like Dad? No fucking way. You're a bunch of goddamn nerds. Led over by King Nerd over here, your mom. Bunch of fucking smarty pants.
Right, and then you hit her.
And then I gotta hit her. Back of my hand. I use my gout hand. And I go, you know what? You know that hurt me more than it hurt you. You know it. Because of how bad the gout's been lately. And then I go, now write down what you learned in your journal, and we're going to send it to your dad. Your real dad. I go, who's that? And I go, Jesus Christ. Your heavenly Father. Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to communicate with us, please send us an email to brainjailpod@gmail.com. Feel free to reach out on iTunes or whatever. Fucking reach out of your window, 6 feet together. You know, find out somebody on the street and give us a 5-star review. Find somebody with a mask. Tell them pull the mask down. Say, I want you to be able to absorb this. Mm-hmm. The Brain Jail podcast. Holy shit, is it fucking delicious? Mm-hmm. Oh, from my ear mouth. And just go nuts. You know what I mean? Spit in their mouth if you want. Mm-hmm. But get the word out. Tell your grandma, your grandpa. Tell your neighbors. Tell all the people that got furloughed at work about Brain Jail. Mm-hmm. I'm Kevin Tinkin. Across from me is Jace Wayne Avery. And on the ones and twos, just barely recognizable as a human being based on his thought patterns alone. He is mimicking the idea of a human being that he got from a magazine. His name is Benjamin Allen Avery. You can find him at Riri Soda on Twitter. Mm-hmm. That's right. He's the big gay guy bending around behind his balls to lick his own dick. Mm-hmm. Or something like that.
You got it.
All right. Are you going to hit that fucking music? I will ramble for 30 more minutes.
The feeling of worry, nervousness, will unleash, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome.
If this gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potato. Oh God! They're gonna know I'm dumb.